family and to our neighbors in Tanzania. The week-long 6th session of the United Nations Environment Assembly concluded Friday, with member states delivering 15 resolutions aimed at boosting multilateral efforts to curtail the progression of global environmental challenges and crises, including climate change, biodiversity loss and pollution. In the following report, Gloria Milimu looks at some of the resolutions and how they are poised to help tackle the triple planetary crisis.
This document have significant...
More than 5,000 people from at least 190 countries in the world gathered in the capital city of Nairobi to deliberate on effective, inclusive and sustainable multilateral actions to help combat environmental challenges bedeviling the world.
So we give the floor to...
The week-long deliberations during the 6th session of the United Nations Environment Assembly focused on how multilateralism can help tackle crises like climate change, biodiversity loss and pollution. The delegates further looked at how to address desertification, land and soil degradation, drought and deforestation. At the end of the session, 15 resolutions were reached, besides 2 decisions and a ministerial declaration which cover important aspects of the triple planetary crisis.
All these resolutions are important as a package because they actually reflect possibly, and I don't want to put words in people's mouths, but I strongly believe that this is the most inclusive UNEA we had in history.
Some of the resolutions agreed upon by member states include the resolution on highly hazardous pesticides. The Assembly noted that unmanned risks from highly hazardous pesticides use have potential to cause harm and that progress to reduce the associated risks globally has been slow and uneven due to lack of safe and affordable alternatives.
Highly hazardous pesticides, let's just stop at that one. Is clearly a concern and is clearly something that we need to get a handle on.
The member states acknowledged that effective and inclusive multilateral actions that address highly hazardous pesticides contributes to achieving the sound management of chemical and waste. Also, the Assembly noted that air pollution continues to be one of the greatest environmental risks to health and to populations living in vulnerable situations. The resolution calls for collaboration on addressing the significant impacts of air pollution in line with the Sustainable Development Goals. Similarly, the 2024 Assembly also called for necessity to strengthen the ocean science policy interface and to continue cooperation and coordination on marine issues among all relevant in a bid to deliver coherently on Sustainable Development Goal 14. Other resolutions include circularity of resilient and low-carbon sugarcane agro-industry, promoting sustainable lifestyles, effective and inclusive solutions for strengthening water policies to achieve sustainable development in the context of climate change, biodiversity loss and pollution, environmental assistance and recovery in areas affected by armed conflicts, among others.
Now turn to the draft resolution.
On the other hand, the ministerial declaration on the closing day affirmed the international community's intent on slowing the progression of climate change, as well as restoring nature and land and creating a pollution-free world. UNEA 6 also elected a new president, Abdullah Ali Amri, the chairman of the Environment Authority of Oman, who will preside over UNEA 7 that will be held in December 2025. Gloria Milimu, KTN News.
The Kenya Women Teachers Association has today unveiled a personal financial management app that will allow